Scorpio, obsessed and stalking. How you doing, Scorpio? So, yeah, something strange. Stephen, or Sarah, or Sassy, or Sandra, Cassano. Someone could be gambling, could be dealing with a Capricorn, okay, or a Gemini. But anyway, let's see. So this is in your environment, Scorpio, of things that that may come up for you before we actually do your tarot for the month of June. Let's have a look to see if there's anything that Spirit wants you to know that is coming towards you this month for Scorpio. Anything that you want Scorpio to know. This can be like in your environment. So he's not what you think, sis. So he's not what you think he is, okay? So he's not what you think he is. There could be a mask that's being worn by someone here, okay? Could be an illusion, the dark and the light, okay? This is what light workers do when you're an actual light worker. You have to participate in your karma because the dark and the light, okay? So the dark and the light, when it contaminates with like oil or water or anything like that, Virgo, Life Path 9, but like when it contaminates with the light and the light contaminates with the dark, that's you actually doing your work as a light worker. If you're not participating in connections, then there isn't anything that you can learn, okay, because you can't avoid lessons. So this is like contamination. So it's like trying to figure out what's going on with your partner. Now, if there is a circumstance where this isn't relating to you, don't forget you can watch this as Aries, okay? Scorpio and Aries, they're both fours. Okay, Major Arcana, the Emperor and Scorpio, the Death card, they're both major 4 energies. So because I read in numerology, you can actually watch Aries reading if you don't have Aries in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Doesn't matter whereabouts, you can still watch that, right? So if readings don't resonate, just watch the other one and see if that resonates more, okay? Because you can watch it from the aspect of a Life Path 4, if you're a Life Path 4. You can watch Scorpio and Aries energies, okay, as a Life Path 4. It's the same because you look at 4, okay? So, at the moment, there's a hell of a lot of confusion going on about who is who. Are you real or are you fake? Are you being honest or are you lying, okay? Are you really who I think that you are, okay? Are you acting very strange and very weird? What's going to happen next, okay? So it says he, but it can still be a she. Don't forget, or a Sheila, someone from Australia, right? But don't forget that when you are in an argumentative, toxic state of mind, no matter what you do, thoughts and feelings are going to be projected on you by the other person. 100%. They'll see you as you see them face to face. So it might be where someone isn't actually showing their face at all. Their true colours, okay? Their true intentions. So let's see. Could be true or false. Could have something around Libra maybe. Okay. Trying to cover things up. I can't seem to look you directly in the eyes. Let's see. Or is it just a disguise? So Scorpio, what's coming up for Scorpio they need to be aware of? So lying to him about you. Oh, okay, so you might be in some sort of like polygamy state of mind here. Because I'm lying to him about you. Okay. Unless you're a bunny rabbit. Rabbit, which was Eminem. So, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. But I'm lying. You see, there was this energy of, if you come from the Aries. So, sorry guys if I'm hesitating. I forgot to put Aries out on Patreon for their weekly. I forgot that one. But I've just done it now and I've posted it over there. In a lot of the readings, justice came up in reverse in this kind of energy around lying, hiding the truth, don't know what's going on. Okay. Justice in reverse. This happens to say lying, right? I'm covering something up and I'm lying, or someone's been lying in your environment. Okay. Now, if this is a situation that's to do with your, like, because there are haters out there also here. Now, there could be a rap artist or an artist or a piss artist. Someone, the fact that's covering up the fact that they're drunk, or Felix not showing a face. So if any of you are out there and your relationship doesn't seem to revolve around like speaking to someone on FaceTime, you need to make sure you know who the person is. FaceTime, okay? So you're looking at their face, you're looking at their eyes, FaceTime, okay? Very important. It's not bizarre if you go through that, because it does happen, because a lot of people can get to know someone on an emotional level and speak to them, but then when the time gap goes, they think, fuck, I've now built up a connection with you, but I actually don't know what you look like. I haven't got a clue what you look like, because we actually haven't spoke to one another face to face. But we've spent so long, or a spell, but we've spent so long talking to one another that now my feelings are attached. That what happens if you don't like what I look like? So the time gap can go on and on and on and on with some of those. Okay, that's a very weird karmic situation. I've been in them. Okay, so no one's at fault or blame here, but I got a feeling that that is there for some of you. Okay, now I can't seem to face you either. Okay. Let's see. This person could also have blonde hair. Actually looks a little bit like you, Daniel Martin. Doesn't it? Well, like, he's not what you think it says. Lying to him about you. So there could be playing one another off against one another. Someone in the midst of the soul group is lying to people about other people. Let's see. Because it could be friends and family, causing trouble, lying, making shit up. Let's see. Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio and their environment they should be aware of? Needing help. I don't know a way out. This is it. It is what it is. Okay, so when I did Aries reading, okay, there was a friend of mine that lives in my town that I know very well, and very much appreciated the fact that I was bringing up ADHD, because it's brought light to the situation of someone that didn't know that it was very possible that they'd got ADHD themselves. Attention deficit disorder. If there's a lot of disorder going on and chaos going on in your life, it's very important to understand that it might be mental health issues. If it is, you've got to look at that, because if there is blame going off towards someone that has mental health, because it's come up in Aries reading, right, which is 4. If that comes alight where someone is mental health, then you're going to feel really bad, or maybe feel bad when you realise that you may have been arguing with someone with mental health. Okay. Because that takes a lot of understanding. Now, why am I mentioning that? Because this is like what came up in another reading, the same card, where I said these two people that are making love in the background there, okay, they're kind of like trying to make love, but this is it, right? This is who I am. It is what it is, and I am who I am. I can't be any different. I do my best to be who I am, because that's it, okay? Especially when you have ADHD. You can only be, well, in any circumstance, but people with ADHD, the other people always think that you're not doing enough. You're not paying attention. You're not giving me feelings and emotions. You're not giving me everything that I want. But a person with ADD is. But if the other person doesn't understand that, and they have to sacrifice more, 3, could be dealing with the Pisces or a life path 3, if they have to sacrifice things about themselves that they can't, Scorpio, Aries, and change, then this can be where like sex is difficult. Okay, it can be very difficult for someone because it works from dopamine. They do not get the same reward system in their body, so their chemistry is out of whack. Okay, so that can mean that we have chemistry and then all of a sudden we don't. We're getting on really well, then we're not. We're speaking and then we're not. Okay, now this could be a mother, a father, a brother, or a sister. Okay, but very important. I got to ram it home. Sorry, but to everybody to get checked for mental health, because that could start to resolve your problems more than just looking for a spiritual answer. Is it the planet or the moon, right? Wrong deck. So, Scorpio. Any other messages for Scorpio, please, to be aware of? So, hot new affair. So someone could be having an affair. This could be a situation of a third-party situation where someone could be married, you know, married because this is, I'm lying to him about you. You know, I'm not telling the person that I've got someone else because this woman here happens to be lying to this person here about the fact that they are in an affair. Now, Libra or 2 came up in reverse. Life path 2 or Libra. It doesn't matter of the star sign, but in Aries, even though I'm doing 4s, Scorpio, Aries, came up in reverse, okay, which was about marriage, divorce, separation, an affair, a love affair. That seems to be coming out here, where it might be where this woman could be not, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you sweet tits out there that might be doing shit, okay, lying to him about you, that I have someone else in a red dress, okay. So there really could be some sort of like situation that's going on around a third party situation. And it might even be a Piscean because I said not. And so let's keep these up here as we start to now do your tarot reading for the month. And we'll see if any of these crop up, or the name Crofts or Mandy or Amanda. Okay, so Scorpio, how you doing, Scorpio? So I don't know if those ones are related to you or not, but we will find out. Not if I say not, you say 1, 2, 3 could be a Pisces swinging on a tree. And if this isn't happening, well then be braceful or bashful, or dipsy or dozy could be dealing with a life path 7, whistle while we work, Cancerian 7. That it could end up happening throughout this month. Okay, so Scorpio for the month of June, what they got coming up? 3. I rest my case. So court case, go into court. Suitcase, pack your case, I'm off. Let's go abroad or go on holiday for some people. Some people this is a third party situation. Okay. And some of you, this is possible signs of going to and from social services with children. I drop the kids off here. I go, the other person comes, picks the kids up, goes home, comes back, drops them off. I come, pick them up. I don't have to intervene with the ex. Okay. The go-in-between, the third person. Someone could be giving someone second-hand information here. Feeding back information and giving it second hand. It would be 2 here before 3. So because there's lying, that's like, you know, I'm feeding back information that's second hand. It hasn't actually come from the horse's mouth, right? It's not come directly from the person. It's come from someone else, meaning a third party whispering, lying, cheating, manipulating, causing conflict, telling you circumstances that haven't come from the person. It's coming from me, but don't tell the person that I told you. Okay? Because it's an implanting energy. It says lying to him about you. He's not what you think he is. Okay? Whispering, lying, causing conflict. Let's see. Or she is not who you think she is. Like, you know, it can be either way. So... Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio for June? So the Ace of Cups. Oh, that came up in Aries reading for Scorpio, but at the end. Now it's at the beginning. Started off your weekly. This was at the end of Aries weekly. Now it's at the beginning, in reverse. Very controlling, very manipulative mum or father or husband or ex. Okay, very. I'm not kidding you. So don't forget, I will more than likely not have flipped this camera around. Okay, so this is in reverse. These are upright, this is in reverse here. That's very cutting. Someone that can be very nasty with their words. This would be that person that came up in my chat yesterday with one of the readings. That started blaming, shouting, screaming, manipulating, fucking being really nasty. Saying nasty shit. You're watching readings. You are coming up as that person, sweetheart. Okay, just putting that one straight out there. Okay, strange people, okay, could have mental health, could have control issues, could have gaslighting, manipulative energy also. Okay, would say anything. Let's see. Because you could be going through a cycle that's of every 3 days. Like on the 3rd day of Christmas, does this happen? 3, 1, 2, 3, then this happens. Every 3rd day. Isn't that fucking weird that we end up going through this same scenario on the 3rd day or the 3rd week or the 3rd month? But I would say 3rd day. 3 days from now, this is going to happen. Again, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Okay, Gary or Tina. Garantina or Argentina or Tyler or Taro or Tanya. Let's see. What's going on with Scorpio? Oh, Jesus, Scorpio for June. So again, you got the five of Pentacles in reverse and then the 6 of Wands upright. There's child support, not supporting my children, single mum energy here. Okay, I'm on my own. This could be your mum and there's no getting on. There's no seeing eye to eye. Why? Because I've gone through this 1,000 times. If you have Scorpio or a life path 4 connected with anybody that could be like a life path 5, Taurus or Sag, they're the opposite. If the person is a life path 5 and that puts them, if they're at their life path, it puts them at Taurus and Sag. The conditioning of their relationship, of how they see it, isn't the same. Okay, because it's opposite. Taurus and Scorpio are the opposite side to one another, but they're both fixed energies. Both fixed energies, right? So can either of you drop it? If this be a mother or a partnership, can you drop it? No. Are you acting exactly the same as you was last week, last month, last year? Yes. Has there been any change? No. Will there be any? No. Can you work on it? Yes. Okay. Because this is also attention seeking. It's also attention deficit disorder of a person that tries to seek the attention of the person that has attention deficit disorder. They cannot focus properly, correctly, right? Because someone's like, hello, hello, I just want your attention for a minute. Why have you not given me your attention? Well, listen to the word, sweetheart. It says attention deficit disorder. I'm trying to get your attention focused on me. Why can't you? Because I have a mental illness. Mental illness. Yeah, but you're a controlling piece of shit because you're not listening. I have attention deficit disorder. I can't listen to stupidity. Right, now I'm getting angry and now I'm getting, you're winding me up now. You're looking for a provoking energy. Okay, you're looking to provoke me. Okay. For any of you folks out there are or are not aware, I do have ADHD myself. Okay. Let's see. So just think on when you're disliking the button and you're shouting and screaming in the comments on the side there when it goes live that you are bullying somebody with mental health. Would you do that to a child outside of a hospital? So what makes a man or a woman any different than a child, okay, when they have mental health? Makes them a man-child. Let's see. This could be a single mum dealing with it. Let's see. Aries. Sorry, Scorpio. It's coming up for Scorpio for June. 8 of Swords. Stuck. Restraining order of mother or father. Or living with them and getting extremely fucking pissed off to the point where I have to isolate myself away from the person. Okay, or it's a restraining order being taken out on the law by this person here. You know, now a lot of you could be feminine and masculine and you're going hammer and tong at it in court. Okay. Or you're just distancing yourself and you are literally stuck with this person living in the same house as them. Unbearable energy. I have to stay away from the person because they're so controlling, they don't understand. Now let's see Scorpio. Because here, it could be a right mixture, Scorpio. It could be the fact that someone has mental health and then someone else has really bad control issues and very aggressive. This person could also be very aggressive, that has a go at people, like physically pushes their buttons until they explode because your chart isn't compatible either. So your chart isn't compatible, and then there's mental health here also that's making matters worse, right? Here. Because this is like, look, I'm just trying to get your attention to come out. Every time you come out the room, I'm going to grab your attention. Why do you keep going back in here and avoiding me? Why can you not pay me? I just need you for a minute. Just pay me attention, just quickly. I'm trying to seek your attention. Attention, attention, awooga, awooga, attention deficit disorder. You're trying to seek my attention. Why do you keep running off into your room and avoiding me? Because I have ADD. Okay, because I don't like the way that you keep shouting and blaming and making me feel really shit, really bad about my life. Blaming me for being who I am. Okay. Now this is probably going to land on a lot of fucking deaf ears. Okay, well they're not going to listen. You know, don't listen. Just continue to do it. Right? You're doing your work, you're doing your job. You can either be a narc or you can be someone that's very nasty and very violent. Keep doing that. You can't change, right? Let's see. Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio for June? Queen of Wands. So there's two women here. So isn't that funny that that relates to the second or third card in? Lying to him about you. Lying. Maybe Libra. Don't know. Gemini, Libra, Aquarian. Possible. But that can also be Capricorn if it's Gemini. So on and so forth, right? And then you get hot new affair. There. Okay. So there. Lying to you in court or a circumstance here. Lying about this energy here, which is a hot new affair. That is also another woman. Okay. This is a woman. This is a woman. Can be same-sex relationship also. Man or woman, doesn't matter. But there can be a situation of an affair. Now, if you've been going through this forever and a day, and you're still going through it, you're still going through it. You're still doing the Scorpio thing. The same, not changing. Looking for change and things not changing. It's down to a Scorpio to change it. To end it. Right? You'll probably be faced all this time where you have to be the one that ends the circumstance. I'm not finishing it. I'm not ending it. I just want to keep doing it. Right? But the trouble is, if you're a Scorpio and you come up against a person that is a life path 4, holy fucking hell. In there. Yeah. Life path 4. Okay. For me, here. Life path 4. What am I? Scorpio rising, Scorpio north, and then Scorpio somewhere else also. 3 placements of Scorpio. Against, all 3 against a one person of a life path 4. Not compatible. Not compatible. Okay. Never will be. Because it rises up to be Scorpio. Okay. And the other person is a Scorpio, but is also Taurus. Sagittarius as well. Okay. So it doesn't mix 5s here. It just doesn't work. Now, like I said, energy changes all of the time, meaning that you can watch this and you can think, yep, this is going to be my love life. And all of a sudden it isn't. It's your actual parenting situation going on. With your son, your daughter, your mother or your brother. Okay? And then you're like, holy hell. Okay, now it's swapped on me. I thought it was going to be this and it isn't. You cannot use tarot in order to change it. Okay? Don't do that. People used to do that all the fucking time. Do not watch a reading and think, oh, I can change it, because this might not be your love life. It could be your mother or your father. Okay? Or a circumstance of a client. Right? You never know who it's going to be. Your karma will just swap and think, oh, okay, you're trying to change that. You're going to get really aggressive thinking that it's someone and it isn't. Okay. Tarot is about heads up. It's about, okay, destiny is fixed, preordained. It's going to happen. I have to wait for it to happen. And then when it does, I have to deal with the energy when it starts to happen. I have to figure out when it's happening. Oh, that relates to that reading. I can't change that, but I can be aware that that could well happen very soon. Then I think, oh, it was the person. Right, now I've got to deal with it. How do I now cope in that circumstance? Do I run off to another man or a woman, or do I already have one? When things get hot and when things get steamy, okay, do I run off to someone else? Okay, so at the moment, that's what you've got for your monthly. I'm going to continue on with the rest of your reading. Okay, so there's going to be another lot here and another lot here. And then we're going to clarify everything. And it is only $2 or $3 in order to join. You get Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, your partner, and following me in numerology. So if you don't have Aries, you can watch Aries. And then if you've got a Scorpio, I don't know, a different moon or whatever, you can watch those too, okay? And that is below for Patreon. So it'll be the silver, bronze, silver, or gold tier. Obviously, they're all different prices, but the cheapest one is the monthlies only, okay? But they're all back catalogued and future ones. $2 or $3, that's all, okay? Or silver, monthlies, weeklies, or gold, monthlies, weeklies, and teaching videos. They're all over there, okay? And then the join button is below for when I channel deceased loved ones. And then I also do free tarot card readings for the people that have joined. That is separate from Patreon, and that is only $2 or $3. I go live every other night, and we either do deceased loved ones, we draw and we do loads of scribing, or we do tarot readings, okay, for you guys that want a couple of 3 cards. So thanks very much, guys. All links are provided below, and I'll see you soon.